this. Oh no, I didn't mean to show that one first. But this is what the pattern's gonna look like when you print it out, and this is what it's gonna look like when you cut it. This is how all the pieces are gonna look when you cut them out. So this is AverageHarry. This is the guy I'm making today, and the picture's kind of ripped up there, and it's because I kind of didn't plan on. I had this in a frame for a different bit I was doing, but I got a little hungry and I started taking little bits out of the picture. But then I realized, oh, I should have that for my AverageHarry Plushie making stream. Try to get this guy. I'm gonna do this biggest piece first. Biggest pieces are always easier to do first. So what I do here is I get this is two pieces of felt that are together, and I lay the pattern on top of it, and I get one of my little needles from my little pin cushion, and I'll pin him down so that he doesn't move around while I cut him out. But here he is. I put a pin going across from his head right here, and then I put one down the body like that. You could put more if you want, like in the legs and stuff. But I get annoyed when there's too many pins in there, so I'm just gonna do the two. But I would not say, okay, no, I would say that because frogs do stink. My friend had a frog when we were kids, and that thing stunk up her room like crazy. Frogs are cute though. I like frogs. Like the first month that I came to Sweden when I moved here, we went to this one pond thing, like little pond park area, and there was so many baby frogs. It was crazy. Baby frogs everywhere. Not like tadpoles, like when they were real small. That place is filled with ants. That place has the craziest ant hills, by the way. Like there's an ant hill like along the trail. Like there'd be one huge, absolutely huge ant hill. Like I'm talking maybe 2-3 foot tall ant hill. And there's a bunch of them. So when you come out in the summertime, ants everywhere on the path. Just, you can't step anywhere without stepping on an ant. So here's that, and then we're gonna unpin him from the paper from the thing, and then repin him. Got one pin in the head, one in the body, just like how I did for this. Now you can put that to the side. There you go. Pin that one down like so. And I think I'll use the big scissors. The other day, okay, when I was cutting this out the other day, I was holding my scissors in my hands like this, except I was holding my bigger ones, and I was putting one of the little pieces over here, but I had blades out, and I accidentally put a little scratch in my drawing tablet there. It's not like big or noticeable, but I was like, oh shoot, I can't just be wielding my scissors around so willy-nilly. There you go, hairpiece cut out. Oh my gosh, if I dreamed too, I don't know if this was like when I was stressing out or if it was before that, but basically I lived in this mall. Like I lived in the middle of this mall, but it was like completely empty. Like nobody was shopping there. And I was in my room that was in the center of the mall. And it was nighttime. And someone kept sending, like, the mailman kept coming to my room, and he's like, I have these packages for you. Someone sent you a bunch of packages. I was like, oh, cool, I guess. And then it was all this, like, stuff that I'd get, like, in trouble for, like, if I had, like, illegal stuff. I was like, okay, what am I supposed to do with this? I don't know what. Like, someone's trying to set me up, obviously, right? I don't know what to do with this stuff. But eventually I decided I'm just gonna keep it. I'll just keep the stuff. My stuff, I guess. Because I wasn't the only one that lived in that store. There's other people that lived in that store. So I had to find a place to hide it. So that, other people in the store wouldn't look at me like a freak. Oh my gosh. I remember I was watching Batman the Animated Series last night, as I have been doing. And there's this one, the one I watched right before I went to bed was like Robin's Reckoning or something like that, where it's like the origin of Robin. And so spoilers for that episode, but basically Batman finds I think his name is Zuko or whatever, but like the guy that was like responsible for Robin's parents dying. And so Batman goes out himself to go find Zuko, because Robin's gonna be all like revenge filled and stuff, and probably want to kill him dead, which is against, it's against Batman's policy. So he goes without Robin, and when Robin's like on the phone with him, he's like, I've been waiting like my whole life to find this guy. I need to go on this mission. Batman just says, he literally just says Batman out and hangs up on Robin, and it was like the funniest thing in the world. Oh my gosh. Shirt done. These are double layered too, because you're gonna need 2 shirts to sew together. And I'm gonna sew these directly onto the base there when the time comes. Yeah, let's do pants. Get my gray out. Well, you know what else I watched yesterday? I watched Jurassic World Dominion? I watched that one last night. But in that movie, like, the T-Rex has beef with that one that dinosaur has beef with the T-Rex. But, like, I don't know why. Because at the very end of the movie, spoilers by the way, not like a crazy spoiler, but they fight at the end. And it's like, oh, you think the T-Rex, like, is dead now. You think they killed the T-Rex, but no. The T-Rex and this other dinosaur kind of like team up, and then they kill that dinosaur. And it's like, okay, but like, why? Yeah. Like, the T-Rex was barely in this movie too. You know what I hate with the Jurassic World movies or whatever? I hate the stupid, like, putting your hand up to the dinosaur to tame them, or to, like, stop them, or control them, or whatever. Like, I feel like that's the stupidest thing ever. Oh my gosh. Like, literally, like, How to Train Your Dragon type taming. But, like, not, like, also not even, too, because in How to Train Your Dragon, Hiccup was, like, finding all the secrets to the dragons and that. He didn't have to just put his hand up to the thing. At the start, it was pretty much at the start of the movie, but, like, Chris Pratt is, like, wrangling, what are they called, like, Dilophosaur? I don't know. The ones that have, like, that weird kind of big head. Okay, a lot of dinosaurs have big heads, but I don't know, it's like some kind of herbivore dinosaur. So Chris Pratt is like wrangling them, and like he gets one, and he's got his rope. He's like, it's almost, it's slipping out of his hand, but then he ties it around a stump. And then he walks up to it with like his hand out like that, and then he puts it on the dinosaur's head, and then the dinosaur's like instantly calm. It's instantly tamed. It's like, what do you mean? You just like separated this animal from its pack, and you think putting your hand on its head is gonna make it feel more comfortable? Like, what? What's the deal with this? I forget their names, but those dinosaurs with like the big fingers with the big claws. I love those guys. Let me fix this up a little bit. Oh my dude! I keep putting my scissors like kind of under the coaster by accident, and I keep almost tipping over this cup of coffee. Right, and there's another little shoe done. Right, 2 little inner ear parts here. Just go in like so. Usually I glue these after I sew the ear into the head. I'll glue this on afterwards. A few like small little sections there. Oh, you want to see okay, hold on. Do you see him? These little things called like fugglers. These are like my favorite things ever. They had these little ones on the little keychains here. Oh my gosh, I remember I was checking out and I looked to my left and they had these and I was like, okay, wait a minute, I have to go through these real quick and find one. Cause there's no way I'm going home without one of these. Are you kidding me? I don't know, like the appeal of yachts, TBH. I feel like there's too much going on in a yacht. Like, you really like sitting on the water that much? You have to buy a big old boat. I don't know. I guess I'm just not the right audience for a yacht. A sail? Oh my gosh! That sounds awesome, actually. Okay, sailboat house and pirate ship would be cool. And tugboat. So those would be cool, but if it's not one of those, then what's the point? Okay, got the hat cut out. Now I'm gonna do the little details I have over to the side here. I'm kind of surprised more people don't, like, more rich kids don't get pirate ships. I don't know, like a pirate ship style boat, you know? I'm surprised people don't get those commissioned. Yeah, dude, the social console. Yeah, I think those, I think people are gonna start getting theirs in the mail soon. I don't know if anybody actually got one, but I reckon they'll show up soon enough. They're still on their way. I think Soulja Boy was the first rapper to ever have a gaming console of his own. Did you have Webkins as a kid? Did you have those? But I had Webkins, and I was like too stupid to figure out how the whole website thing worked, even though it was probably like really straightforward and clear. Like it just didn't click in my brain how to like set up an account and stuff. And how to redeem the little codes. That was for like any toy that came with like a little code that you could redeem online for like a digital critter or whatever. But there was this one Webkins that I absolutely loved, and it was like this little sad looking chihuahua with big eyes. And I loved it so much that one time when I went to the 99-cent store, they had one there, and I was like, oh, dude, my favorite Webkins for cheap, I'll get another one. And like, when I brought it home, I like compared it to the old one I had, it's like, oh my, you could like really see how like scuffed and dirty the old one was. It was kind of like a little kite. Or like an arrow. It's kind of cool. Right. Here's kind of the idea with these shapes here. You cut them all out individually, and then you're just gonna place them next to each other when you glue them on. Last little bit to do here is this mini Kermit the Frog that I'm gonna have that he can hold. Yeah, so for the Kermit, I'm not gonna double up and sew around him. I'm just gonna do like 2D looking Kermit. Dude, I was a greedy kid. Like, when I was a kid, when I would have like candy or something, or like when I would catch a lizard or something, I wouldn't let anybody else like have some or hold the animal. Cause in my head it was like, this was a treat for me. This was like a little reward for me. You guys didn't do anything. Why would I give it to you? That was like my mindset. And like every time I would like, especially if it was like if I had like some cookies or something and my friend was over and I was like, I feel like eating cookies right now, I'm gonna have some of my cookies. And then I like wouldn't let my friend have any, and my parents would be like, you have to give some to your friend. And I'd be like, what? But why? They can have their own cookies. They can get their own cookies at home. Why do I have to give them mine? Like that concept was like, I just couldn't grasp the concept of sharing. When there's only like one layer of felt though, and you're cutting out little details, it can be kind of tricky, because if you just wanting to kind of brush it off a little bit, you have to be a bit delicate, because if you pull too hard, then the felt will come undone. But yeah, here's the little guy. Okay, there we go. A little mouth. This look, I don't know if you guys have heard of this. It's like a Swedish candy. There's a Swedish candy called Pim Pim, and they're like these little red boat shaped things. And dude, I love them so much. They're so yummy. A lot of the plushies are just like two pieces of felt sewn together, and there's not really like, you have to sew this bit and sew this bit into this other bit. For example, for this one, I draw that little base in the middle there, and then I'll draw like the little bits over it, and things like clothes and stuff. When I'm drawing that over the body, you know, I'll have it stick out a little bit from the limbs and stuff, so there's like room for it. But yeah, the pattern stuff is just, I basically draw a little shape and then I draw the stuff over it, and then I just separate them on different layers. And for the eyes, instead of doing that little shape that I had on the pattern, it's really just like a little rectangle there. Oh, can you see my shirt? My The Shining shirt with the Shining twins on it. Check it. All the little bits and bobs there. All cut out.